In Jackson Pike, we have this thing called Friday Night Fight Night. What is Friday Night Fight Night? Friday Fight Night is when if I had an issue with you throughout the week and we didn't resolve our altercations, our issues, well, second shift, when they leave, when third shift come in, the guards, then we'll do our fight because we got 30 minutes to get it on because that's how long it takes for them to do their shift change. I ended up getting into it with this dude named Tim. We was playing poker. I was new at poker, so I didn't really know how the game really go. We was playing Texas Hold'em, right? I didn't know. I knew he was cheating, but I couldn't catch him cheating. I knew he was cheating, but I didn't know how he was cheating, but he was cheating. He ended up beating me out of 2 trays, 2 breakfast trays. So that didn't sit right with me. So here go Friday. Second shift, they leave out. Everybody head to the back, resolving their issues. Me, I call Tim out. I'm like, yo, Tim, come on. He like, what you mean, bro? Now, come on, man, come on. Let's go. Let's get this out the way. Oh, D, I ain't trying to fight you. Oh, that's another thing, y'all. If you don't fight, then that means you will get jumped. If somebody call you out, you will get jumped. Now, let me take that back. If somebody call you out to fight and you don't fight, 9 times out of 10, you will end up getting jumped, okay? Now, there was selective politicking also. Now, if you had a real big dude that was known to throw them things and he refused to fight or whatever, they probably would have left him alone. Like I said, it's selective politicking up in there, right? Anyway, so I called him. I'm like, no, come on, man, let's go. Because I had this on me all week, man. And I hollered at him throughout the week about the situation. But we just didn't resolve it. Well, now it's Friday and it's fight night. So we get back there doing the 1s and 2s. Y'all know me. I hit him with that right that he didn't see coming. See, I faked that left. And I came with that right. Put him to bed. So that's that. That's Friday. Saturday come around. We had an influx of inmates coming through the pod. Now, this pod can only hold up to maybe 30 inmates. We was already at about 50 inmates. So when they had an influx of inmates coming up in here, it's like they put about 20 more dudes in there. Had us in there like rat packs. I'm looking like, man, where are these dudes coming? Like, where they gonna sleep at? Because we had double beds, like bunk beds. 1, 2, boom, boom. Right? Let me show y'all how, let me describe how this pod was situated. When you first come in, and by the way, everybody in Jackson Pike, y'all know what I'm talking about. When you first come in the pod, it's the day room. And then when you get out the day room towards the back, you got the sleeping area with the bunk beds. And then all the way to the back, you got the toilet. And to the right, I believe, it's a shower. So, you know, all these dudes just coming in there with their mat. And I'm like, I'm looking, I'm like, man, what's up? Where are these dudes? Where they gonna sleep at? So hey, this is jail. I wonder if the fire marshal would have came through there, then what? Who knows? Anyway, so all these dudes coming up in there, dudes holding up the wall, putting mats down right here, right there. I'm like, this is not gonna be good. This ain't gonna be good at all. So, this particular white guy came in there. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, man, dude look familiar. I knew this dude from the west side, from the bottoms. I ain't gonna tell y'all how I knew him, but just for this video's sake, anyway, scratch all that. So the dude come in there and I'm like, oh, that's Tim. So I'm like, hey, what up, Tim? He was like, oh, what's up, Dante? So he came over there to me. I said, man, what you in here for? He was like, man, some bull. I'm like, oh, yeah? He was like, yeah. I said, yeah. He like, man, you know how these Columbus police be? I said, yeah. So he was like, all right. He was like, hey, anybody sleeping up there? Now, I had the bottom bunk and the top bunk, okay? So So I slept at the bottom and I kept all my property at the top. Now, this is how the rules go. If you want a bed, you got to fight for a bed. And that's it. You ain't nobody giving up their bed, all right? Now, I had a clear rack up there, but I knew Tim. So I said, he like, hey, bro, can I get that? I'm like, yeah, man, go ahead. So I got off the bed, moved all my stuff, put it on the side of my bed. So, he putting his stuff up there. We just catching up. So I'm like, man, how long they give you? He was like, man, I gotta go to trial. I'm taking it to trial. I'm like, oh, I mean, what happened? He was like, man, it's some chick, man. I got caught up with this chick, man. I'm like, oh, okay. I said, what, you like put your hands on her or something? He was like, nah, I really don't want to talk about it, man. I just don't want to talk about it. I'm like, I mean, sure, we got all day up here, man. You ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. What's going on? He was like, man, I'll let you know about it later. I'll tell you later. So I ain't pressed the issue. So later on, it's guys in there that know how to. It's a lot of guys in there that got special skills and talents. Some guy in there made like a Monopoly board of Columbus, Ohio, like the downtown area, the Ohio State campus, the north side, the south side, the east side, the west side, all that. Like, I don't know, it was a lot of them guys got real good talent. So I'm over there watching them playing the Columbus Monopoly game. So he come over there. Tim come over there. Tim like, hey, can I get in with this? This dude named Ray, this black dude named Ray from Detroit, he was like, man, give us a minute, man. Give us a minute. Now, when they play this game, y'all, this game go on for 5 to 6 hours, man. Y'all already know how regular Monopoly goes, so imagine how long this Monopoly go. We ain't got nothing but time up in here, man. So he was waiting and waiting and waiting. I done went back to the back and went to sleep. Remember, y'all, this Saturday. On Saturday, this is how this pod is ran. It's half of the pod is sleep during the daytime, and half of the pod is up. And then when nighttime come, half of the pod is up, and the other part is sleep. So I'm back there asleep, getting my Z's on. Next thing you know, I hear, man, hey, man, I'm telling you, man, get out my face, get out my face. Now I'm halfway woke and halfway asleep. But I hear Tim's voice. So I'm like, man, what are you talking about? I'm wiping my eyes, like, man, what's going on? I look over there, I'm like, I see Tim arguing with this other white guy. He like, man, bro, get out my face. Get out my face. The other white guy, I forgot his name. He was like, yeah. You pedo, chomo. So I'm like, what? Now, when you hear them type of words being thrown around in the pod, oh no. Everybody looking like deers, like, man, what's going on? So I roll out. I'm like, man, what the heck? What Tim got? Why he calling Tim a chomo? So they end up fighting. Boom, right? Him and Tim get to throwing him. Now, Tim getting kind of the best of the guy, right? So Tim ended up putting him in a headlock, right? And got the giving him them straight face punches, right? I'm gonna tell y'all something. When you got bad charges, such as what Tim, eventually the truth done came out about Tim charges, man, I don't even think I should tell y'all this, but due to YouTube policies and laws and regulations, I got to tiptoe around what I'm about to tell y'all next. Now, when you are called a chomo, it's a green light on you. Tim, as he got dude in the headlock, giving him them uppercuts, right? Y'all remember the dude Ray I was telling y'all about? He came out of nowhere, right? and was like, "You a chomo?" Boom. I'm trying to see what I can say and what I can't say. Put it this way. Y'all see this right here? This on my face right here. Y'all see this? That I'm looking at you came out. It was hanging out. The tendons, like, oh man. He hit Tim so hard, y'all. It popped that out. When he popped that out, he let dude go and was like, I can't see. I don't think he realized that his, that right there was out. Everybody at Jackson Pike know this. It's called the tap out. If you are in danger, or you got whipped out or beat up, or you just need to get up out that pod because it's too violent, because it's too rough, you got to get up on that door and boom, 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 boom. It's called the tap out. And the guards, they know what that is too. They know that you in trouble and they need to get you up out of there. He didn't know this. So he's running around screaming. That right there done popped out. Like I said, due to YouTube laws and regulations, I can't be that graphic. But that done popped out. And he got his slang. He's like, oh, I can't see. I can't see. I can't see. Dude that punched him out like that just walked off. Guards end up eventually coming. They take him up out of there. Now, what's the dude's name? The big white guy that I told y'all about. Castle. Hey, Castle, if you watching the video, shout out to you. Castle ended up talking to one of the guards before they left out, right? Asked him like, yo, is it true? Can you check his paperwork? And sure enough, I'm going to tell y'all exactly what happened. Which, I'm going to tell y'all something else too, what happened to me. Let me give y'all the quick story real quick about when I came in the pod for the very first time. So, I came in there for child support, right? Now, if you got the misdemeanor felony, you got the misdemeanor take and the felony take. They had me because I was behind $10,000 in child support, right? That's why I told y'all need to bless that Cashapp to keep me out of jail. But anyway, they give you this gray wristband for like misdemeanor crimes. But if you got a white wristband, that's like a sexual crime that you did. Mine was great, but it was kind of fading, right? This is a whole different story, y'all. We're going to get back to the story. So when I end up getting up in this tank, right, dudes were looking at me crazy because my thing was my thing was like a light gray and it looked at white and I didn't know what was going on. Dudes were looking at me crazy like, man, what's up with this dude, man? He just walking around here like he just ain't got no care in the world. Like he just built like that. Like he know what he did and he just living like, yeah, what? But no, it wasn't like that at all. So I came to ask this dude, like, yo, can you do a three-way for me? And he like, nah, man, get away from me. I'm like, nah, get away from you. He was like, yeah, man, move around. I'm like, do we got a problem? We got an issue? He was like, do we got an issue? I'm like, I guess we do got an issue. You can't let me get a three-way? He like, man, no, we don't deal with dudes like you, man. I don't deal with dudes like you, man. So I'm like, what you mean, deal with dudes like me? And this is a black dude I'm talking to, right? It wasn't no racist stuff. This is a black dude. So another dude walked over like, man, so you just in here like that, moving around like that? I'm like what, man? He was like, man, your wristband, you got a white wristband. I'm like, okay, what did that mean? He was like, man, you in here for like a sexual thing. I said, man, I'm in here for child support, man. He was like, man, get out of here. You ain't here for no child support. I'm like, dude, look, man, they give y'all white wristbands for sexual crime? He like, yeah, that's why we was looking at you like, yo, this is this tank, you gonna have to get out of here. I'm like, yo, hold up. So at this time, it's other dudes getting up like, man, hey, yo, just running down on me. So I'm trying to explain to these cats. So then I'm like, yo, my wristband is gray, man. It's just faded. They weren't trying to hear that. It got thick. Nobody put hands on me, and I didn't put hands on nobody. So this what we worked out. When the guard came, right, I said, yo, my name is so and so and so. Could you let these dudes know over the intercom so we can get this cleared up? What I'm in here for? Right, he left, came back over the intercom. He was like, he ain't in there for what y'all think he in there for. And these guards keep it real too, so they know. This guard, he was cool. He was like, no, he ain't in there for that, y'all. He in there for child support. Right? So they were like, oh, okay, my bad, and all this and that. But anyway, let's get back to the story. So, Castle ended up talking to the guard, and the guard let Castle know. Like 20 minutes later, he came back. He was like, yeah, man, he ended up touching the 12-year-old girl. And Castle was like, what? He was like, yeah, word is, back on the streets, he was babysitting his best friend's daughter. And when they went to the casino, one thing led to another, and, well, there you go. So he like, oh, okay, so that Chomo still real. So anyway, Castle come over there to me. He like, hey, I know you was sitting with your mans, and that was your mans, right? I said, nah, that wasn't my mans. I mean, I knew him from the street. He was like, oh, well, yeah, he really is that. That's what he is. He did that. He was messing with a 12-year-old. I said, oh, he was? He was like, yeah. He was like, what did he tell you? Because I see you talking to him. I said, I mean, he said he got into it with like a woman or something, but he didn't really want to talk about it. So the other guy that popped it off, that knew him out there in the streets, he come over there like, yeah. I told everybody that, yo, man, this dude was a Tomo. I knew this dude. I knew about him, man. I knew about him. So I'm like, oh, okay. So now the white guy, not Castle, but the other white guy, he asking me like, hey, did he tell you anything, like about me? I'm like, dude, I don't even know you. Remember, y'all, I told y'all, it was so many people coming in, that Saturday. It was just an influx of so many people coming in there, right? So I guess he came in there with Tim, and I don't know, but yeah, Tim ended up getting socked out and getting his dad socked out. And I ain't seen or heard from him since then. That leads me to something else that I want to talk to y'all about. Somebody sent me a story. I think it was in Nebraska or Alaska. Nebraska or one of them. Is it true that the age of consent is 12 years old there? And if that is very troublesome, because number one, and look that up, y'all let me know in the comment section too. What do y'all think the age of consent should be? Okay, let me know in the comment section what the age of consent should be. So somebody sent me a story where this 21-year-old guy got this 12-year-old pregnant. And the mama didn't want to press charges, so she made them marry each other. And I don't know, I guess when the doctors found out the girl was pregnant, they asked who the father was, whatever the case may be. The mama told them. The doctors end up contacting the police, and they end up arresting him for statutory, right? They gave him 3 years. He gets out, and they end up being together. End up having 2 kids later on, whatever. My thing is this. This is a really, really serious thing that is going on in the world right now. Number one, I want to ask y'all, what do y'all think the age of consent should be? That's the first question. Then number two, if y'all be kind, please be kind with me. Number two, what do y'all think should happen to people that violate. What? No, I'm not gonna say that. What do y'all think should happen to men that get into these relationships with girls that's 16 years old and they over 21? Let me know in the comment section, how much time do y'all think somebody should get? Because I'll tell y'all what, the guy that messed around with the 12-year-old and got her pregnant, and 12 years old is too young. 13, 14, 15, 16. You still like I mean, I'm not a woman, but I'm pretty sure that you're still developing, like physically. I don't know, man. There's some people out here, I don't know. Another thing, I'm gonna answer some questions right quick too. Somebody asked me, why do I post random things on my community tab? Dante do not post anything on my community tab. I have a whole team that's working with me right now, okay? I just tell the stories, okay? I tell the stories. Every once in a while, I look at the community tab and engage. Right now, it's Pride Month, right? The person that's running my community tab right now, they are doing a research. They're doing a research thing to do, what is that called? Some type of a documentary, and they trying to get people opinions on how them type of people from that community think. And I don't know. I don't really know exactly what's going on. I looked at it. I was reading my comments. Somebody was like, yo, Dante, why you so invested in what's going on in that community? I got questions for you. And I'm like, huh? So I'm looking at the community tab and I'm like, oh, okay, I see what they're saying. But no, when it comes to that the LGBTQ community, I'm gonna be reserved with my thoughts, okay, with that. I do know one thing. I'm not gonna be reserved with it. I'll put it out there. When it comes to people that's not straight, okay, my opinion is this. Since I'm a Bible man, I totally disagree with that lifestyle. Do I hate them type of people? No. They never did anything to me for me to hate them. When it comes to what they do, that's on them. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm back. Somebody was hating. That was the devil buzzing through. But anyway, I don't hate them type of people. They never did anything to me. They never spit in my face. They never spit in my food. They never violated me. Like I said, if I wasn't a Bible man, I would just say, yo, let them do what they do. I'm doing what I do with my wife, so I don't care what that's their life. If that's how they want to run it and live it, I tell y'all all the time, I can't tell another man or woman how to program. But if that's what they want to do, let them do it. It is what it is. I think that a question that was asked on that poll was that, are these people normal? Are they insane? Are they demon possessed? Are they what was that word? It was something else. Identity confusion or something. I think I might be leaning more to the identity confusion thing. But at the same time, the reason why I don't really like touching on this subject, because you never really know what somebody going through. You know what I'm saying? You never really know. Like me, for instance, I'm a straight man that love women, right? You cannot convince me, tell me that being straight is wrong. You cannot tell me that, yo, Dante, like if everything was flipped, man, what's up, man? Who was that? God dang. What's up with these people? Anyway, sorry about that, y'all. So you cannot tell me as a straight man that, yo, Dante, what you doing is wrong. You gotta like the opposite sex. What you doing is wrong. Then I'm like, yo, well, I guess I'm just gonna be wrong then, right? So for the ones that's in that community that is battling with themselves, like, yo, I know this wrong, but I just can't help it. I mean, to me, we just need to pray for them type of people right there, because you never know somebody's struggle. And it's like, when it comes to that, I just say pray for them people, for the ones that really battling, that want to go the right way. For the ones that totally embrace it, if they embrace it 100% and they ain't got no regrets about it, hey, do what you do. It ain't my place to pass judgment on you. If there's a God, which I believe that it is, only God knows best, right? And I tell you a lot of time, me personally, I don't want to see or know about anybody burning forever, right? So it ain't my job to send nobody nowhere. This is what the scripture says about homosexuals, liars, thieves, murderers, right? Rapists, fornicators. You know, all these people will not inherit the kingdom of heaven. But like I said, it's not my place to condemn nobody to nowhere. So my thing is, as a human race, though, we all need to. It's really kind of hard for me to say love each other, because that word love is so twisted now. You know, I think that we all just need to treat each other. I can't even say treat each other like we want to be treated, because some people want to be treated bad. And that's the truth. That's real talk. I guess, I don't know, man. I think we too far gone, to be honest. I think we are too far gone. This is supposed to have been a prison story, y'all. Talking about how this dude named Tim ended up getting caught up with a 12-year-old. Now, we done went all the way left field over here. But I think we kind of need this right here. Though. We need this. I think people just, I don't know, man. Maybe it might have to be like a separation thing, man. Where you got, I know it's, I don't know, man. It might have to be like a separation thing where, I don't know, y'all. We just too far gone. I don't know. We just live. Just live your life, man. Try not to cause no hurt or harm or pain to the next human being. We all should know right from wrong by now, okay? People gonna do what they gonna do regardless, right? Whether it's done in secret or they gonna put it out there for the whole world to see. But I just say, just try to treat everybody with respect and courtesy. Like I said, it's Pride Month this month, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I get, you know, like, they want to be included, or I don't know, y'all. I don't know. All I gotta say is this: we shouldn't hate. We shouldn't hate them. We should hate the sin. One of my homeboys told me regarding this situation. He said, "Dante, I think I am homophobic." I said, "Why?" He said, I just don't like them people, man. I just don't like them." He said, how should I handle it, man? I got this guy that worked with me, and he that way. I said, well, is he coming on to you or anything? He like, no, man, it's just how he be moving around in there and how he talk, man. He just irritate me. I said, well, we are adults, right? You can't tell another man, even if he acting or thinking like he a woman, you can't really tell him how to live, because it's I don't know, y'all. This thing is confusing. It is. Like I said, y'all do me a favor too. Hit that like button. I got a lot of prison stories that's on the way. I got some reaction videos coming. I'm gonna be uploading 3 times a day for the month of June. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button again. Hit the like button again, right? Share this video. And y'all put your seatbelt on, because this month, we finna go everywhere. With that, y'all, I'm out.